working with a very serious-minded and astute president like John Fiifi Atta-Mills required a lot of personal sacrifice from me. And I'm speaking for myself as the founder and CEO of the Atta-Mills Institute, not taking anything away from others, because for those who are alive, they can speak for themselves. But one had to sacrifice a lot. Even family life. Friends. Not sacrifice them because you are throwing them away, but it's difficult for you to meet them and engage with them. Yeah, you will do phone calls, you meet at church because when you have the time to go and you are not out working both locally and internationally. And it can be lonely also, because I recall, of course, you are the spokesperson for the president, head of communications. If you don't have your antenna up, you can be a target, for easy hit. Because if they are not getting the president, it's you they'll hit at. And so if one was not conscious of his environment, his surroundings, where you go, who you speak to, Massa, as we say in Ghanaian parlance, Massa, if you allow yourself to get excited, or the worst form, to get overexcited, you are in trouble. And it required a lot of self-discipline. The number of cocktail parties that I had to forgo, because the invites will come. So subsequently, when the WikiLeaks issues came up and some names were popping up because they had gone to cocktail parties at the homes of some ambassadors and foreign officials, and they had gone to talk out of 10, and their names started popping up, I said, well, it's up to them. Oh, yeah. So if you are not conscious, offers will come. Offers for the offers. Oh, man. Both spiritual and physical. Let me see. Anecdotally, one chap walked to my office one day and said, and for sensitive reasons, I'm not going to mention any region of Ghana. I'm just going to tell the story in a certain way so that I don't offend. So he walks to my office. I know him. And he tells me that, oh, boss, I can take you somewhere so that somebody will do something for you. After he has done it, everything that you say, President Mills will listen to you and obey your command. I said, you are taking me somewhere. That everything that I say, the president will obey. And what is the essence of where you want to take me to? Oh, you see, I know that the president has a lot of trust in you. The president believes in you. He has not hidden it from some of us. How he trusts you, he believes in you, he values you, he respects you. He went on. And I said, the president said all these things to you. He said, oh, yes. So that's the reason why I want to take you, so that we go and intensify the thing. I looked at him and I shook my head. I said, so if without going to where you want me to go to with you, the president is openly applauding my sacrifices and the work I'm doing for him, what do I want again? That I should follow you to this place. Besides, you know what? I can see that you are wearing a recorder. You think I'm stupid? I've gone for a lot of intelligence training, but I don't make noise about those things. And so people don't know. Just because I'm called the bull, the bull, the bull, you think that Taflachi, bull, Ujimiola. So I can see. You are recording me. Don't worry. This story, it will remain between the two of us. I won't tell anybody, but just walk out of the door. You can always come back. But next time you are coming, don't come with recorders. If you try the second time, I'll get you arrested. You know, even foreign agents will come under the guise of being journalists, working for some international group, blah, blah, blah. They only want to get close to you and see if they can pick up very private information about the president. And that's how foreign agents actually recruit people. All the stories we read and we hear, we watch, that's how. When you allow yourself, you'll be recruited. And God bless the soul of Professor Kofi Awuno also. Apart from President Mills, the only other person I can stand anywhere and say was a political giant in my life and took personal interest in me was Professor Kofi Awuno. All the other ones, I had my talent, so they will hide behind my talent. And when I do work, they will want to claim it. So today I'm not available for them to hide behind my talent and claim. And I'm doing my own thing, so they are angry. But that's their business. And Professor Awuno, of course, from his Nkrumah days, and he was socialist, of course, social democrat to the core. And blunt also, a man of words, spoke French, spoke Spanish, spoke, of course, his mother dialect, Ewe, spoke Fanti, spoke Gan, spoke Dangbe. I mean, a professor of English and creative arts, writing, literature. The number of times I sat at his feet and to listen to stories. Of course, a poet. He influenced my writing a lot. And the day I used to write sports articles as well for my newspaper at the time, the Ghanaian Lens. Because I also enjoy sports, and I was a sports pundit for years on Radio Gold and other networks. So when the Ghanaian Lens was set up, I used to write the sports articles, or the sports column was owned by me. And when the day Professor Awuno told me that, Koku, you know, I'm not a fan of football and sports, but the prose with which you write your sports columns has made me fall in love with football and sports. The way you weave your words together and the way you paint the mental picture with words is amazing. And I said, like the Chinese samurais or the karate teachers, even when they are on one leg, the students know that the master is always the master. I always knew that Professor Awuno was a master of the language, but for him to acknowledge, and another thing that he said that still rings loudly in my mind, he said, Koku, you know, even though Professor Mills, President Mills, was my junior colleague on Legon campus, I have come to respect him as a politician. But the manner in which Professor Mills, President Mills, speaks about you and tells me he respects you, Koku, I have no option but to also respect you. I was glad. And I thank God.